You can almost see the particles floating down here.
I have a feeling that the air quality is totally fine, totally within acceptable levels.
You cannot sit here and tell me that the air quality in this room is the same or worse as out there, especially on the street.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Look who it is.
I'm back. After a month of maternity.
The baby daddy.
How you doing? How's life in the studio? Everything still standing?
Great, yeah.
It was blank!
Niko, how's your baby enjoying college?
College is great. Well, she's thinking about grad school, but she has to pay for it herself, so, you know. Where's Sam and Jake?
Probably in the back. Door's closed, so I figure.
Yeah, they don't really come out here much.
The air in the back room is like the best air in the city now.
Well, I know there's an air conditioner back there.
Well, it's also a filter.
Oh, and it's filtered?
Yeah.
Jake is harvesting that fresh air in the back.
No, dude. Closing the door won't even let it seep into
Dude, he's got a side hustle going where he just jars it and sends it off.
What about us in the rabble in the pit? Yeah.
I thought we were an autonomous collective.
You're fooling yourself. We're living in a dictatorship.
So they're just leaving you guys out here to fend for yourselves?
That's
fine.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
Come back from having a baby.
Back to the mines. The content mines.
So you guys just spend all your time back here now?
Oh yeah,
Check
we
it
got
out.
the air conditioner and air filter installed.
77 degrees.
Yep.
The most optimal temperature for thinking.
But it's also got a built-in air filter, and
The aroma in here is perfectly neutral.
we put the air back in sanctuary.
You know, the air is fine out there. I mean, don't you guys think it might be a little more efficient if you guys are out in the front with the rest of the team?
Niko, look, man, we've been down here making videos for 10 years. If you guys are new to this channel, by the way, we've been doing this for a little bit, and there's some great videos on these channels. But my point is, we've been down here for 10 years, sucking in that street juice air out there, and it cannot be good for you. You cannot sit here and tell me that the air quality in this room is the same or worse as out there, especially on the street.
They're not even playing hacky sack. They're just pretending to play hacky sack.
Are they dancing?
I mean, Sam, you used to live down here.
Yeah, and I moved.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth risking our health to
You're not
like.
risking your health to be out there.
It's like smoking. You have that one cigarette every day. Oh, after 2 weeks you're fine, but after 10 years,
I'm sure the air quality in this room is actually, I would bet you the air quality in this room is worse than the air quality in the front because there's no ventilation in here.
no, there's just no way that that's true. We have an air filter.
How much are you willing to bet?
If I can show you guys the air quality in the front of the studio is totally like on par with like health standards, will you not hole yourselves up back here in this nice little cave?
I mean, it's like betting on the Bengals to win the Super Bowl this year. It's just not gonna happen.
I don't watch sports.
Go!
Let me bet you, if you're wrong, you'll come back into the sanctuary.
All right, fine. I can't wait to stare out the glass at them playing hacky sack.
God, they gotta get back to work.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian, can you buy us like a medium quality air tester?
Sure, I've never bought one of those before, but I think we can find one, no problem.
How often do you think about the air that you breathe?
It's hard, I barely even think about breathing, so.
Hey Gabe,
What up, son?
do you ever think about the air quality?
Not really, man. Too many other things to worry about.
Constantly, every day when I one wheel to lunch. How much feces air am I breathing? How much diesel steam am I consuming?
I think about the air quality all the time, and I'll tell you why. I have asthma. Not being able to breathe sucks.
It's not something that like bothers me day to day, so I don't worry about it in that context, but obviously it'd be nice to have better air. Los Angeles won the title of the smoggiest American city 19 of the last 20 years.
All right, here, come here for a sec. This is the roof access.
That fresh weed air.
Yeah, there's more weed in the air than car emissions up here. See all the air conditioners over there on that building? All the air conditioners right there.
They're everywhere.
That's weed. Anytime there's a warehouse with a ton of air conditioners on the top, it's all weed growing. See those buildings down there? That's downtown LA. 30 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to see that through the smog. Things have gotten a lot better than they used to be. I'm not a dum-dum. I'm not gonna try to argue that car emissions are great and staying next to a highway is great. But what I am gonna say is that in our studio, all the vents are blocked. And I have a feeling that the air quality is totally fine, totally within acceptable levels. I kind of feel like it's all the same.
So I saw a tweet from Hank Green the other day saying, hey, if you feel bad about your life, don't, because I just bought a dope pair of Heelys, and I was inspired, and I was like, you know what, I will too. Here I am, a 30-year-old man with Heelys.
See, this is what happens when Jake doesn't sit out in the main room anymore. Christian, did we get that air tester?
Yeah, just got here actually. Bam.
You got stuff? Look at that.
Wow, look at this thing.
What the?
Whoa, that's big.
So we have this air tester here, and what this tests for is particulate in the air. It tests for very fine particulate, which can be inhaled into your lungs and cause lung damage, and heavier particulate, like actual grains of dust and sand. And basically, when you dust your shelves, that's the PM10 level particulate. PM2.5 is very, very fine dust, and that's a little more dangerous for you because it doesn't get caught by your body's mucus and hair and all that kind of stuff that exists to filter the air. Now, LA used to be a very smoggy place, and smog was a combination of like sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, but as well as smoke. And smoke is particulate from power plants burning coal, from car emissions, and that created this thick layer that would sit in the air. And it was equivalent to like smoking like 4 packs of cigarettes a day. But that was back in the early 90s, late 80s, and since then they have heavily regulated smog with cars. This is not going to test for chemicals. This is not going to test for ozone, sulfur dioxide, CO2, any of that kind of stuff. It's just going to test for particulate. But generally speaking, I think it's safe to say that if the particulate is really low, probably not getting too much chemicals with it. Disclaimer in this video, we're testing for particulate. Classic smog.
What is good air? What are the numbers? What level of PM2.5 is acceptable?
Anything below 12, I guess, is good.
There's no way we're gonna be anywhere close to 12 down here.
Or 55 and up is bad.
Well, that's unhealthy. I don't think we want to.
Unhealthy for sensitive groups includes like our children and your baby.
Anything above 12 is bad. It has to be good, and that's it. Period.
What do you think has the cleanest air in the world?
America, not too bad.
We all need to know what that is.
Is that a fire?
In the middle of this fire that's happening, PM10 is at 776, and the 2.5 is at 500, which is
awful.
Awful.
So it can spike drastically.
Don't want to see the heavy stuff.
Let's take it to Beijing. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Enter China.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And this is why all the stuff you get on Amazon is so cheap. It's because there's no environmental regulations in China.
There is no way that the air quality in here is going to be 12 or less. I would expect it to be somewhere around 100.
I think it's at 40 or 50. But who knows? You know, air quality can change very rapidly depending on where you are.
While the guys are obviously out testing the air today, I thought we'd go ahead and test the flavors of today's sponsor, HelloFresh, because that's how it works. So today we are making some pork tacos, pork carnitas tacos. I've actually been a subscriber to HelloFresh for almost a year now, and this is the first time we've sponsored for it. They do several things that really help streamline the cooking process. Obviously, for one, they deliver all the ingredients to you in one box. That's really convenient. I don't like shopping for groceries.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Secondly, I like the variety. Every week there are new meals and you get to choose whatever meals you want. It's like there's burgers every week, there's tacos every week, there's like pastas every week, or vegetarian options too if you want. You're making a meal using fresh ingredients that they gave you. Like these are actual tomatoes that Christian literally just sliced up, and onions and a poblano pepper, a lime. Limes?
Right.
They're great. Oh, and on top of that, it's flexible, you know? If you decide to not have meals next week, you can just like put a pause on it. Like I went on vacation for a couple weeks. I just put a pause on like the meals that I had for like 2 straight weeks. I was able to resume it again when I got back. Probably the thing that has helped me most from HelloFresh is I didn't know how to cook. My wife loves cooking, and so she always makes our meals at home because she enjoys it. She transferred from night shift to day shift as a nurse, and now suddenly she's working all day, so I gotta make meals. I learned how to cook I'm not even kidding, I learned how to cook from HelloFresh because they have like these instructions. They're super simple to follow. Now that I've been doing this for like so many months, I actually feel fairly confident with like my cooking skills in general. Like I can whip stuff up. I'm even altering ingredients sometimes just based off of my own experience. I am curious whether or not the particulates that are being cooked and thrown up into the air will even register here. Like, so many flavors. There's, the number's going down. Oh my God, no, it spiked. It's at over 100. Look at that. 180 flavors? Is that a lot of flavor? Well, ask yourself this. Flavor is 90% smell, AKA aromas. So most of what you taste is what's already in the air. 320, 475. It's about to break 1,000. It hit 980.
in meat, dude.
I'm not putting it in the meat.
You basically are.
Prices for HelloFresh start just now at $5.66 per serving. Get started today with 8 free meals, and that's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com and enter the promo code CorridorCrew80. Well, evidently, this is testing way too many flavors. For us to really see if this is good or not, we have to use our mouths. Bon appetite. Oh, it's got that bite. It's got that Chipotle bite.
Let's go see if Jake and Sam have feelings or facts going on in their hearts. So we're gonna go under the highway. We're gonna go closest to the highway possible, and we're gonna measure the air quality there. This is basically where we filmed Portal Trick Shots, where Aimbot was filmed. We filmed a million things here under the street. The question is, did we film ourselves slowly getting cancer there? Let's go find out.
You can almost see the particles floating down here.
Yeah, look at all the highway dust. I'm gonna say 99.
100.
130.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
5.
What?
Okay,
No
this
way.
is bullshit.
No way.
I don't get it.
I mean, the air is definitely cleaner than it has been in weeks right now.
Yeah.
I can like literally smell like exhaust and fumes and stuff here. Fumes is not the same as a reading here, but
Particulate necessarily.
Let's go over by the edge of Hunter Street.
It was a little higher now. Actually, I'm getting readings of 5, 5.6.
Right here.
it's practically unbreathable here right now.
Literally couldn't have picked a worse day.
Like this is it's horrible. Like my throat is burning right now from breathing out here.
2.3.
You don't need to be a scientist to stand on the street corner and know that the air quality is bad. So I'm a little confused.
I don't believe any of this.
Here, there's a guy with a cigarette. Can I ask you guys do me a favor real quick? Do you mind exhaling smoke into this air detector? We want to see if it's actually working.
Is it?
Yes. It just jumped up to 157.
It works.
Okay, it works.
400. Our PM10 is over 600. What we can say is smoking's bad for you. How much did you spend on the air purifier, Jake?
Listen, should we just go test the back room? Should we just finish this?
Or we're gonna go on the roof of the studio next to see if the air quality up there is any different, because that puts us on the level with the highway.
Normally you can't see those mountains. That's the difference between right now, and it's always clear in the fall like this.
Well, you know the weather in the studio doesn't really change. All right, here we go, science. Bring in the science. We got, oh my God, 1.5. What if the air quality in our studio is worse than outside? Does that mean you guys just have your stasis on the roof here?
There's a pretty good chance it's going to be worse inside now that I start thinking about this critically.
All right, let's test the air quality in the studio. I need to see this.
No one contaminate the air. Everyone hold it in.
3.
3? 3 what?
It's worse in here. It's worse in here than it is outside right now.
Saying 3 doesn't mean anything to me.
It's 3 UG per meter squared.
3 PM 2.5s per micrometers.
It all makes sense now.
Let's see what kind of ppm is in vape smoke.
Vape nice, dude.
38.6, 115, 183,
206,
366, 732, 611. We've maxed out PM10s, 99.9 PM10s.
I don't even know what that means.
Here we go. The ultimate final test is the safe air sanctuary. Everything it's cracked up to be. Sample the air. Here we go. 3.
It's like you're telling me that like blue is red and red is green. Like I'm just like, but I was there under the freeway and it smelled like.
Subscribe. Maybe it's all those things that aren't particulate, but I don't think it's as bad for you as particles.
The air quality in LA, it's rare days like this where you can actually see downtown clearly. If you came back and you measured this on a smoggy day, you'd see readings at least 10 times as high as we're seeing today.
When we look at the official readings for the area, it's a lot higher. PM 2.5 for this area is technically at a 22.5 according to the state's equipment. Who knows why it's different from what we're reading, but that's what it says. And it says generally LA is kind of in that same area.
I think the big takeaway here is y'all gotta get out of the back room and hang out on the floor with all your boys because we're all here breathing the same air together.
Nico, you feel like you've proved it to me, like I should move out into the main area here, but I think we need to strongly consider a little bit more data before anyone makes any serious decisions like moving away from the sanctuary.
Air quality is subjective, and you should just let us live our lives in peace.
It wasn't as bad in LA as I thought for particulate, or it didn't measure chemicals. I definitely know that's something, but at the same time, if like particulate's so low in here, I can't imagine there's any like high concentration of chemicals. I will say, however, that looking at the rest of the world really opened my eyes into how bad things can get, and that we are very lucky that we have the economic resources and the regulations out here to keep the air somewhat clean. Because back 30 years ago, it was really bad in LA. It was just like Beijing. So hopefully in time, Beijing and the areas over in China or India or anywhere else that has crappy air, hopefully in time that can improve. So as Jake pointed out, it's actually a very nice day outside. In fact, it rained this weekend, which actually takes all the particulate out of the air in LA, and it takes time for the cars and everything to kick that back up. So we're going to continue taking readings, and if you want to see if we're all slowly getting lung cancer, follow us on Instagram at Quarter Digital, and we'll post readings every once in a while. There's also a link in the description below for your convenience. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
It's hovering at 11 now. Dang, it's skyrocketing at our 3D printer. That or the dust. 44! 72, 80.
I don't want to be in here anymore.
It stopped at 87. And the PM10 is about to break 100.
Have fun with your PPM.